Hey guys, it's Matt from TOTALmtg and it's Deck Tech Tuesday. So today I'm featuring a deck that you guys have yet to see, but it has been recorded in a versus match, so that will probably be up in the next week or so. And it's a budget modern deck, and I'll call it Rat Discard. So you can probably guess from the title what kind of deck it is. It has rats and makes people discard. So let's go through the deck and let's start having a look at what we got. So we'll start off with the creatures. We start off with a Ravenous Rat. When it comes into play, target opponent discards a card from his or her hand. So we run a play set of them. Then the best rat of all, Pack Rat. I love Pack Rat. When it was in standard, I played it all the time in mono black. Love the Pack Rat. Power and toughness are equal to number of rats. So obviously with Ravenous Rats, it's going to make it bigger as well. And you can discard a card and put a token onto battle. There's a copy of the Pack Rat. Absolutely brilliant card, and they can literally swarm the field. So our next creature is a flyer. It's costs 1 and 2 black. It's Liliana Spectre. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card. So you can guess the sort of theme of the deck. It's a 2/1 flyer for 3. We run 3 of them. And then our last 2 creatures are just 2 big bad ones, really. Big bad boys. Geth, Lord of the Vault, big 5/5, Intimidate. It's a legendary creature zombie. You can pay X black, put a target artifact or creature card from covered in mana cost X from an opponent's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control tapped. Then that player puts the top X cards in the library into the graveyard. So good for making them discard. If they discard good creatures or anything like that or artifacts, we can go and get them. And the other big boy is the Grave Titan. Just a great 6/6 for 6. Has Death Touch. He puts 2/2 black zombie creature tokens into play when it enters the battlefield or attacks. So now we're going to go on to the spells. Starting off, I'll say this is a budget deck, so start off with a card that I've never tried before, but I tried it. It's pretty good. Funeral Charm. You choose one. Target player chooses and discards a card, or target creature gets +2/-1, so it can be used as a kill spell as well. Or pump one of your big guys, make it a bit bigger, but obviously lessens its toughness. Or target creature gains Swamp Walk until end of turn. So we run 3 of them. Victim of the Night, double black. Destroy a target non-vampire, non-werewolf or non-zombie creature. So that's pretty sweet. Run 4 of them. So more discard cards. Raven's Crime, absolutely brilliant card. Target player discards a card and you can retrace it as well. Cast a card from your graveyard by discarding a land card in addition to paying its cost. So, you know, it's a constant discard card, Raven's Crime. 3 of them. Jores, pretty self-explanatory. Jores gets a non-creature card. Run 3 of them. Then we go on to our card draw. We're using Signing Blood. Target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life, or we can do it to an opponent, obviously, as well. And if they've only got a couple of life left, we can obviously kill them with a Signing Blood as well. So now we're going to go on to the enchantments. This is like our separate wing con to the rats. Because obviously we've got a lot of discard spells. So Shrieking Affliction. Beginning of each opponent's upkeep, if the player has 1 or fewer cards, they lose 3 life. So, you know, if you get a few of these on the field, they're losing 6 life, 9 life, or potentially 12 life, if you're lucky enough to get all 4. Then I run a couple of Liliana's Caress. When they discard a card, they lose 2 life. I've got a couple of them. Probably would like more, but I've only got 2 in my collection at the moment. So I may up that when I do get the other 2 and change the deck a little bit. And then we run a couple of Painful Quandary. It's a big enchantment, it costs 5, but when an opponent casts a spell, they lose 5 life unless they discard a card. So you can see the enchantments all work well with each other. If they discard a card, then hopefully the Shrieking Affliction will hit them. And obviously when they discard, Liliana's Caress will hit them as well. So they're still going to lose 4 life or 5. So that is the plan of the deck. Obviously, you can go the Pack Rat route if you can. If you get an early Pack Rat and you want to obviously discard your card. It depends what you're playing against, obviously. Or you can just go down that lovely discard route as well. And then hopefully have some big killers at the end. So the land is pretty simple. It's mono black. We run 1 Bojuka Bog. When it enters the battlefield tapped, exile all cards the target player's graveyard. I only ran 1 of these because obviously it does work against... what's our big creature? Trying to think of the name of it now. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head. Not Grave Titan. Works against Geth, Lord of the Vault. But we might need this early. We might not. You know, maybe I probably would take that out. But then it's just loads of lovely swamps. So it is a budget deck. Nothing fancy about the land base at all. I did work to like $100, $100 budget, and this is what this deck. So if you see our modern series, that's what the deck's all about. Anyway, guys, yeah, this is the deck. Like I said, make loads of rats if you can. Get them discarding. Take all their life with the Shrieking Afflictions or the other enchantments, and if that fails, you go with the two big boys right there. So now we're going to go on to the sideboard. Sideboard might need, it's not brilliant, I don't think, but it's got some interactions. It's got other cards that we might need, more kills, something like that. But obviously, as I always say, if you've got any, anything you think would be good in the sideboard or the main deck that I'm leaving out. Obviously, some cards I've left out because I can't get hold of. I think I've seen decks that use the rack and stuff like that, but obviously I can't get hold of them. But that might be good. So we got one extra Funeral Charm from the new set. One Grasp of Darkness. So this one gives them -4/4, bit like the other one, but that just kills specific creatures. Then we got a couple of Black Suns, and this does put -1 counters on each creature, so it does affect. It's a totally different side plan if you want to go for the bigger creatures maybe and totally change or just go more discard, because we don't want these obviously hitting our rats or anything like that. Tendrils of Corruption deals X damage to target creature and you gain X life with X's number of swamps. So all swamp deck, that's pretty good. Obviously a lot of cheap spells. Gurmag Angler is going to work really well. And then we have Linear of Dark Realms. Let's just go and search for a swamp card, which is pretty good. Well, what's what we need. Thins the deck out. And is has the kill as well. Card I'm trying in the sideboard. A couple of these. Life's Finale. Destroy creatures and search target opponents for up to 3 creatures and put them into his or her graveyard. Then the player shuffles his or her library. So, destroy the creatures. If we get into grindy long games, then go and use Geth to use them all out. Another Tendrils of Corruption. Deals X damage, you gain X life, number of swamps. Awkward cards in the deck. Got a couple of Memoricides where you get to name a non-land card and search their graveyard hand library. And then you get to remove them. And then just a different discard deck. If I want to change dress up maybe take it out. They've got not many non-creatures. Maybe go for this one, Horrifying Revelation, which target player discards a card. Then they put the top card into the graveyard, so you get to do 2 cards, which is pretty sweet. So guys, I hope you like this deck. It's like I say, you will see it in a video very soon, probably in the next week or so. Let me know what you think of the deck. Say this is a budget version. It's on $100 budget. That's what the deck is going from SCG prices. And it has been used in our Budget Modern series, which you will see very soon. Also today we've loaded up a 100th video. This is number 101, but the 100th video was the one that was loaded up earlier today. So please go and take a look at that. I will leave a link below. And then you can go and try and win something. I'm trying to give away a nice prize. But you have to go and see the video, and all the instructions are on the video for what you need to do. So I'll leave that link below. Anyway guys, this has been Deck Tech Tuesday, a bit of Budget Modern. Hope you like the deck. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Cheers guys.